everyone. This is Heather, the Butterfly Effect Raw Food Extreme Weight Loss. And it's Sunday morning, and I'm sitting in my car. The rain is falling softly, and I just wanted to kind of talk a little bit about inspiration and what inspires me and faith. And so that's what I'm going to talk about today. Now, I do want to just say something outright, which is that I am a Christian. I'm proud to be a Christian. I'm not a person who forces her faith on anyone else, or I just always believe that I have the right to choose what I believe, and so do you. But I do know that there are a lot of Christians and a lot of other people of faith that are trying to eat a healthful diet and trying to honor God in that way. And so I just want to share my thoughts about doing that. So because it's a lot of why I eat a raw food diet, and it's definitely why I eat a plant-based diet. So let's just start with that. So for all my Jewish and Christian friends and just other friends, I thought it might be interesting to kind of hear that perspective. The first reason is from Genesis 1:29, and so that, in case you don't remember that verse, I wrote it down. Then God said, I give you every seed-bearing plant from the whole earth, and every tree that has fruit with seed in it, and they will be yours for food. So he seems pretty specific there. We're supposed to eat plants. God did not put us in a slaughterhouse. God put us in a garden. And, as far as I can tell, we're supposed to eat the food as fresh and naturally as he made it. If you think about it, he didn't, none of the other animals of the forest or of the plains or of the ocean or any other animal cooks their food. They don't refine their food down and take the sugar out of things, or take the, press olives until they have tons of oil come out. And if they want a nut, a nut is a tough nut to crack. They have to really work at it. And so I think that's how we're supposed to eat. I feel like that's the way we're designed to eat. And I hear you already, some people saying, well, they ate, meat in the Bible, and that's true. They did eat meat in the Bible, but you'll notice that they don't reference using meat for anything other than like a sacrifice until after the flood with Noah. So that's just my thought, is that until when the flood happened, then there were, no plants for people to eat. And so they were forced temporarily to eat animals, and then they got a taste for it, and it became really hard to give up. But even then, they would eat a piece of lamb or a piece of whatever, oxen or whatever. They're not having it raised on a factory farm. They're not slaughtering it inhumanely. Even the law was that it had to be treated kindly. And so I don't eat meat. I can't reconcile to my heart that some animals are pets and some animals are food. That doesn't make sense to me. I have lived on a ranch. I have seen everybody from chickens to goats to sheep to cows. They love their babies. They have intelligence in their eyes. They're sweet. They're loving. They're trusting and kind. And I can't violate that trust. I cannot eat them. I cannot eat you. You are too cute. So that's my act of compassion, and I think that that's the way that God designed us. And I think that when we eat animals, when we kill animals, they kill us back. You know, they kill us back. Heart disease, stroke, cancer, all of these things are a result of our diet, and they're preventable. And so we're just going against the law. We're going against the way we were made, and that is why we get sick. The other thing that I get from the Bible is it says, it's in Romans, and I'm trying to remember the exact verse. I'll look it up later, but we are to be a living sacrifice. And I like what Rick Warren says. The problem with a living sacrifice is that it can wriggle back off the altar. So we get, we try to do all the right things one day, and then we slip up and we have to go and work again. So, but I think of it as that my body is my temple. It's where Jesus lives. If Jesus came, I would not give him a Big Mac and fries. I would give him the best, the most organic, beautiful food, and that's what I should give myself. I should be as loving and kind to myself as I would be to someone else that I loved very much. The other thing is that it says in the Bible that cleansing can be an act of worship. So, cleanse your body by abstaining from things that make you less healthy, less well, things that defile your body, if you want to use Bible language, and cleanse your mind of judgmental thoughts, of unforgiving thoughts. Constantly be renewed by the power of your mind. So this for me was really revolutionary, to think about the fact that God cares what I eat, and God cares how I take care of myself. And it makes it a lot more of an internal motivator for me, because of my faith, because that's very important to me, what God thinks of me. And I really do want to live the right way. And so that has been something that has been a big motivator for me. And it's made me have an attitude of things like exercise is not optional. Exercise is part of me being obedient and making my body a living sacrifice, because that's how he designed me. He designed me to move, and I need to live in accordance with how I was designed. And so that means exercise every single day. And once it stops being an option, it's so much easier. You don't wake up in the morning and say, should I brush my teeth or should I not brush my teeth? I know I probably should brush my teeth, but I'm not really sure if I'm going to do it. Well, no, you brush your teeth. You brush your teeth. You take a shower. You comb your hair. These things you just do every day because it's the right thing to do. It's the way to honor your body. It's the same way with exercise. It isn't optional. You just, in the immortal words of Nike, just do it, right? And it makes it a lot easier for me, because I've already determined the answer. I don't have to think about it anymore. I just have to do it. And that's half the battle, to get yourself off the couch, is, oh, should I? I don't want to. But all that goes out the window when you're like, yeah, I should. I'm supposed to. It's how I was designed. So that's a big motivator for me, and something that inspires me. The other thing is that I will do a lot more if I feel like I have a higher purpose for it. And so, I'm a Christian. I'm an unapologetic Christian, but I'm not someone who's going to go say knock on a door or ask anybody if they have a 5-point plan to get to heaven. That's not my bag, because I believe that where we're supposed to be is, be a city on a hill. It's the law of attraction. If I look healthy, if I seem happy, if I'm kind and loving, if I'm living like Jesus lived, if I'm being the best person that I can be, then people will be like, well, wow, what she got? You know, she was really a mess, and look at her now. She's doing okay. I wonder why. Or I can't, I can't believe that she was kind to me after I treated her like that. Or, just if you surprise people with a life that people can respect and people can embrace, they're going to want what you have. And I think that that's how we're supposed to be. Jesus said, he didn't say, I want a bunch of lawyers to go out and argue for him. He said he wanted witnesses. He wanted people to just show what he's done in their life. And so that's what I am trying to do, is just show what Jesus is doing in my life, what God has done for me. And think about it. If you are like, God is so good, but you're fat and sick and broke and unhappy and depressed, and you don't live like Jesus lived, or try to treat people the way that Jesus did, or you look down on people and are judgmental. He wasn't looking down on people. He wasn't judgmental. He hung out with the worst people of his time. He hung out with criminals and thieves, and so, people of questionable character. If you're not doing what he does, then how can you say that you're like him? So anyway, those are my Sunday thoughts. These are things that inspire me and keep me going, and my motivation. And I'm going to put a little notation on anything I do that's spiritual, and I'll put it in the title so that people can decide whether they want to listen to that or not. But I just really appreciate you listening, and I hope that you have a wonderful week, and I will check in with you soon. Take care.